Good morning, guys. It is April 8th, 2022. And we're in chapter 23, verse 7 through chapter 23, verse 13. And we're going to see that Abraham is being upright in this situation. So I'm going to start in chapter 23, verse 7. Then Abraham bowed low before the Hittites and said, "Since you are willing to help me in this way, be so kind to ask Ephron, son of Zohar, to let me buy his cave at Machpelah, down at the end of his field. I will pay full price in the presence of witnesses, so I will have a permanent burial place for my family." Ephron was sitting there among the others, and he answered Abraham as the others listened, speaking publicly before all the Hittite elders of the town. "No, my lord," he said to Abraham, "please listen to me. I will give you the field and the cave, and here in the presence of my people I will give it to you. Go, bury your dead." We see that Abraham here is saying, at first acknowledging by bowing low to them, not bowing to them as if they were gods, but bowing to them and saying, "Thank you, I'm gracious for what you are doing. Now can you please do this for me?" And again, it's another point where Abraham is being righteous, being upright, and in doing that, he is receiving more than he's asking for. He is willing. And we'll see over and over again that doing things in front of witnesses in the Bible is very important. It's the way of saying, "Look, I have done this." We use that today in the court system. Or in pretty much anything, really, is an eyewitness account. And we say, "Did you see this? Did this happen?" All of this stuff. And we see that in this moment where Abraham is saying, "I will do it in front of other people, so they can say that they saw this happen." And we do that a lot. We rely on that a lot. Of, "Oh, did you really hear that? Oh, did you really see that?" And in doing that, this man in front of other people are also using the witness system to say, "No, I don't want you to pay for it." Now remember, Abraham and his family are foreigners in this land. They were not born here. They don't have the same rights as those who were born there. But because of how righteous and how not perfect, because Abraham is far from perfect, we've learned that, but how much he trusts in the Lord, he shows this to these people, and they in return give him more than he asked for. And again, we see this over and over in the Bible, and hopefully we see this in our lives, that when we are upright and we are honest and real with people, they in turn give us blessings. But God is the ultimate one who blesses us through other people. God is blessing Abraham in this moment. God is providing a way where Abraham didn't have a way. Abraham didn't have a way to bury his wife properly. But because he trusts in the Lord, he gets that way. He gets the cave to bury. Not only does he ask for a place to bury his wife, but actually his whole family. And that's what we need to do. In times of questioning, in times of why is this hard, why are we going through this, we need to trust in the Lord that there is a blessing on the other side. And sometimes we just need to be still. And that's the hardest part, is when we need to be still. And we need to look at our lives and say, everything's in chaos around us, but I'm going to be still. It reminds me of when Jesus calms the storm while him and the disciples are on the boat. You know, you need to trust. And that's what Abraham is doing here. He's trusting that God is going to provide him with something he needs and his family needs. So my question to you is, where do you need to trust in God? Where do you need to say, okay, Lord, I have no idea how to handle this situation, but I need you to do this for me. I need you to set a way, because my way is not going to be right. My way is going to be sinful, but your way is going to be true and pure and holy and sovereign. You know more than I do. You know the situation. You know other people's hearts more than I knew. And it's hard sometimes. It's hard, especially when it comes to a family member, or when it comes to something that we feel like we need. It's hard. But that's where we need to put our trust, in God. Remember Isaac? How God told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac? Abraham knew he was going to do something. We know God is going to do something. It says, I believe in Romans, I may be wrong, but it says that whatever the enemy intends for evil, God changes and uses it for good. So there's a reason this situation is happening. It may not be what you want, and it may seem like God has abandoned you, but he hasn't. He might be just working behind the scenes right now. So I ask you to trust in him. Trust in him in these moments. Trust in him when it feels like chaos is all around you. And trust that he's going to take care of you. I hope today you see Jesus in all you do. And I hope today you see God's promise all around you. And I really hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.